The M1 Abrams is one of the most iconic and powerful main battle tanks ever developed, symbolizing American armored strength for over 4 decades. Designed during the Cold War to counter the threat of advanced Soviet tanks, the Abrams has evolved into a technological marvel that continues to dominate battlefields with its blend of firepower, protection, and mobility. Its history begins in the 1970s, when the U.S. Army realized that the M60 Patton, then the primary tank in service, would not be able to stand up to newer Soviet designs like the T-64 and T-72. A new generation of tank was needed, and in 1979 the first production version of the M1 Abrams rolled out, named after General Creighton Abrams, a former Army Chief of Staff who had commanded American forces in Vietnam. This tank represented a revolutionary leap in armor, weapons, and design philosophy. The Abrams introduced composite armor known as chobham, developed in Britain, which incorporated layers of ceramics and metals that provided exceptional protection against both kinetic energy penetrators and chemical energy warheads like shaped charges. Later versions included depleted uranium mesh in the armor package, dramatically increasing its resistance to enemy fire. This level of protection set the Abrams apart from earlier tanks that relied mostly on thick steel plates. The tank's survivability was further enhanced by features such as blowout panels in the ammunition compartments, which allowed explosive energy from a hit to vent safely outward, protecting the crew inside. This focus on crew survivability made the Abrams a tank not just built for firepower, but also to preserve the lives of the soldiers operating it. In terms of firepower, the Abrams began with a 105mm M68 rifled gun in its earliest versions, which was highly accurate and effective against most Soviet tanks of the era. However, recognizing the need for even greater power, later versions such as the M1A1 were fitted with a 120mm M256 smoothbore cannon, a weapon developed in cooperation with Germany. This gun could fire a wide range of ammunition types, including armor-piercing fin-stabilized discarding sabot rounds, high-explosive anti-tank rounds, and canister munitions for anti-personnel use. The 120mm gun gave the Abrams unparalleled lethality on the battlefield, capable of destroying enemy armor at long ranges with precision. Coupled with advanced fire control systems, thermal imaging, and laser rangefinders, the Abrams could fight effectively both day and night, in all weather conditions, with a first-round hit probability that was unmatched at the time of its introduction. Mobility was another defining trait of the Abrams. Unlike many tanks that used diesel engines, the M1 was powered by a Honeywell AGT 1500 gas turbine engine producing 1,500 horsepower. This unique powerplant allowed the 60-ton tank to reach speeds of up to 42 miles per hour on roads and maneuver across rough terrain with agility. The turbine engine provided remarkable acceleration and smooth operation, and it could run on various fuels including diesel, kerosene, and aviation fuel, though at the cost of high fuel consumption. Despite the engine's thirst, the power-to-weight ratio and performance made the Abrams highly mobile for its size, enabling rapid maneuvers that gave U.S. forces a tactical advantage in combat. The Abrams first saw large-scale combat during the Gulf War in 1991. Operation Desert Storm showcased the tank's dominance against Iraq's Soviet-built T-55, T-62, and T-72 tanks. Abrams units engaged enemy armor at ranges beyond 2,500 meters, often destroying them before the Iraqis could even respond. The kill ratio in favor of the Abrams was overwhelming, with very few losses attributed to direct enemy fire. The success of the Abrams in the Gulf War cemented its reputation as the best tank in the world at that time. Its ability to survive hits that would have destroyed lesser tanks, combined with its deadly firepower and advanced optics, proved the wisdom of the American investment in this expensive machine. Over the years, the Abrams has undergone continual upgrades to keep pace with evolving threats. The M1A2 variant, introduced in the early 1990s, featured an improved fire control system, digital command and control capabilities, and enhanced armor protection. The System Enhancement Package, or SEP, introduced new generations of electronics, thermal sights, and network integration, making the Abrams not just a tank but a node in a larger battlefield information system. The latest version, the M1A2C, also known as SEP version 3, incorporates improved armor with greater resistance against improvised explosive devices, an upgraded communication suite, better power generation, and the ability to fire advanced ammunition such as the XM1147 Advanced Multi-Purpose Round, which can replace several different types of older shells with one versatile option. One of the defining characteristics of the Abrams is the balance between crew protection, firepower, and mobility. The crew of 4, consisting of a commander, gunner, loader, and driver, operate in an environment designed to maximize efficiency and survivability. The tank's interior is laid out to provide the commander with situational awareness, the gunner with precision targeting systems, the loader with efficient ammunition access, and the driver with intuitive controls. The Abrams is designed for combined arms warfare, operating alongside infantry, artillery, and air support, and its role is to break through enemy defenses, destroy hostile armor, and dominate ground engagements. Despite its strengths, the Abrams is not without challenges. Its gas turbine engine, while powerful, consumes large amounts of fuel, requiring an extensive logistical supply chain to keep the tank operational during prolonged campaigns. Its weight, exceeding 70 tons in some upgraded versions, makes transportation by air or crossing weaker bridges a difficult task. These limitations are part of the trade-offs made in pursuit of maximum battlefield effectiveness. Yet the U.S. Army has consistently invested in solutions to mitigate these issues, such as heavy equipment transporters, modular upgrade kits, and international cooperation with allies who also operate Abrams tanks, such as Australia, Poland, and Egypt. The Abrams has also been tested in asymmetric warfare, particularly during the Iraq War and the war in Afghanistan, where threats came not from enemy tanks but from guerrilla tactics, roadside bombs, and rocket-propelled grenades. To adapt, Abrams tanks were fitted with additional armor kits, reactive armor tiles, and counter-IED systems. Urban combat proved to be a different challenge than open desert warfare, yet the Abrams continued to prove resilient, often acting as a psychological deterrent to insurgents due to its imposing presence and near invulnerability to small arms fire. Its ability to provide direct fire support to infantry in dense environments demonstrated the tank's versatility. As technology advances, debates about the future of tanks have emerged, with some arguing that drones, precision missiles, and cyber warfare may render heavy armored vehicles less relevant. However, the Abrams continues to evolve, incorporating new sensors, active protection systems that can intercept incoming threats, and digital upgrades to maintain battlefield superiority. Rather than being obsolete, the Abrams has shown an extraordinary capacity for adaptation, reflecting the broader military doctrine that ground forces still require heavily protected, mobile firepower to achieve decisive victories. The Abrams is more than just a machine, it is a symbol of American military doctrine, emphasizing overwhelming firepower, advanced technology, and the protection of soldiers. Its development reflects the lessons of past conflicts, where underprotected tanks led to heavy casualties, and its continued modernization shows an understanding that warfare is constantly changing. The Abrams has faced enemies from traditional armored divisions to insurgent groups armed with makeshift explosives, and in every case, it has proven itself a formidable asset. Looking ahead, the Abrams will likely remain in service for decades to come, with upgrades ensuring that it can meet new threats on tomorrow's battlefields. Efforts are underway to improve fuel efficiency, reduce weight, and integrate artificial intelligence and unmanned systems to enhance its capabilities. It is a testament to the original design that a tank conceived in the 1970s remains at the cutting edge of armored warfare in the 21st century. The M1 Abrams stands as one of the greatest tanks ever built, a product of engineering excellence and a powerful tool for maintaining military superiority. Its legacy is not just in the battles it has won, but in the way it has redefined what a tank can be, blending survivability, lethality, and adaptability into one extraordinary machine.